Hi everybody, this is Mike Gerdes with Wonder Dog Yoga from the Greater Philadelphia Center for Spiritual Living, bringing you another love note. Hope you've had a wonderful day. You know, today here in beautiful Paoli, Pennsylvania, Malvern, Pennsylvania, was the first day of autumn. Oh, I love the seasons here in Pennsylvania. It's one of the nice things about living in this part of the country is that you really appreciate each and every season. And as we approach fall, we get to have a chance to see the leaves turning color. It's just, every season brings out its beauty. And you know, in every season of our lives, there's a special beauty too. You know, some people get concerned that they're growing older. Well, you know, if you're not growing older, then you've got a real problem. So I think that what we need to do is embrace our change as we go along, because change is going to happen. Change is going to happen, and we would be better served if we embrace that change and allow that change to benefit us and find ways to benefit other people because of what we've learned, what we've developed, and how we are today. I think that one of the things that I've come to recognize lately is that with all the change that seems to be happening in the country, that's why we see this stuff that seems to be less than happy. I mean, we see people out there in upset a lot. We see people out there in fear a lot. But I think what the situation is really about is people are afraid of change. People are afraid of what might happen. And they're not staying in the here and now and accepting what is. So that's a challenge for all of us, though, I think, really, to accept what is. Sometimes we find ourselves in situations that are really uncomfortable. We find ourselves in situations that we're really afraid of. And I think it's a good idea when we find ourselves in those uncomfortable situations or those situations which we really feel afraid of, instead of run from them, to really dig into it and find out really what is this all about. You know, those things that I find that I'm afraid of, it's important to find out why I am afraid of them. Those things that really have me wrapped around the spoke, rather than just let that continue, it's important to recognize that and ask why. See what the root causes of those things are. I know that if I do prayer or spiritual mind treatment for a particular area in my life, I need to know what it is that I'm really treating for. I need to dig down deep and find it out. Okay, what is the disjoint that I'm not realizing that I need to realize in my life? Because truth be known, if we were all perfect, whole, spiritual, and divine, and acted that way all the time, there'd be nothing to treat about it. Now, we all are spiritual, whole, perfect, and divine, but sometimes we're not letting that light shine. So, with this change of seasons, maybe we can dig deep. Maybe we can dig deep into the soil of our consciousness and find out those areas that need change, need turning over, and embrace a greater idea. Oh, by the way, I have a suggestion. If you get a chance to go to the Van Gogh exhibit that's taking place in Upper Darby, go. Dr. Maxine and I went today, and it was fabulous. I think they call that the Van Gogh immersion. It was wonderful. So, I guess the upshot of this lesson today is change is going to happen. And we need to embrace that change. Look for the good in that change. And sometimes what we need to do is be the catalyst for that change in our own lives. By pulling out those things which don't serve us any longer and letting them go. But to do that, sometimes we have to dig deep and bring them out into the light, so that we know what it is that we want, rather than what we don't want. That's the lesson today. Embrace the change you want. And with that, we'll say good night. And with any luck, you'll have a chance to see Dr. Maxine tomorrow. Bye-bye.